Hello everyone, nice meeting you all today. We are Group 2 and today we are going to tell you about how your smartphone can reveal your personality. So from the very beginning, our idea came from the late night talk with one of our friend and SPG student, and she just randomly asked us to share our smartphone home screen with her to see the differences and basically to compare. And it was really interesting because each of our home screen that we shared was visibly unique. So basically the phone background, the apps arrangement, everything was adapted for the personal needs and the character. Hence, we got interested in this topic and started to think about how our belongings can actually expose our personality and our character. And after a small research, we realized that there is actually the root in emotional psychology that studies the inference of personality traits from the object. So basically, there are numerous of studies that prove that core behaviors occur in the process of interaction between the people and their belongings. And the main idea is that every day people use their personal items, and as a result of their displayed behaviors, they appropriate, modify, and adapt those items to their preferences. And taking this into account, people turn their belongings into the mirror of themselves and they're projecting their values and beliefs through it. So today, as most of you know, the most used belonging of our age is basically the smartphone, right? And thus today we're using our smartphones as experimental rats, and we're going to show you how through the type of phone, home screen, way of holding your phone, and phone data, we're able to trace your personality. And right now, please meet Shin, and he's going to start with the type of phone.
Hi, this is Sang Shin. From now on, I would like to talk about each one of my groupmates' personality traits based on their smartphone types. The recent studies presented in UK showed that the human personality traits can be shown through what types of phone they are using. Since Carlong has Android phone alone in our group, I will explain about the Android phone user's personality first. According to the research, users tend to be honest, humble, agreeable, and open rather than iPhone users. Also, they prefer to choose unique items to avoid similarity from others. In contrast, rest of my teammates, Angat, Daria, Doyon, and I have the iPhone, and research says that iPhone users are more likely to be extrovert, sporty, and vain. Not only for that, iPhone users prefer to have a high status phone. The another criterion is color. Many expert psychologists believe that their personality affects their choices whenever people face and choose colors of their items. So they analyze human personality according to each color of the phones. Especially, Doyon and Carl have black phone, and research described that they usually consider their phone as a tool or device only, and they are not interested in self-expression and desire for privacy. On the other hand, the white phone user, Daria, Angat, and I, tend to make their phone more clean and have high standards. Also, they desire the simple design of their phones, and they are interested in basic functions of the phone. So now I'm gonna pass the mic to Carlong, and he's gonna explain about the phone holding way.
As psychologists say that people's daily unconscious habits can silently reveal their personalities, and the style of holding the phones is one of those. So first of all, we have people who hold their smartphones with both hands and use both thumbs to scroll and type. They tend to be quick and efficient in decision making. They can easily adapt to fast-changing environment and act effectively. However, they may fail to build up good and effective social relationships due to the quick decision they make. And next, we have people who hold their smartphones with one hand and use only one thumb to scroll. They are more likely to be extremely confident and independent. They are adventurous and assertive, which make them able to take their challenges wisely. They are also optimistic, normally won't worry too much about problems surrounding their life. However, they are more likely to take more time in building relationships with others. Besides, we have people who hold their smartphones with a hand and use another hand's index finger to scroll. They are more likely to have a lot of creative ideas. This kind of people usually have good ambitions and leadership as well. However, their creativity turns into shyness in social relationships as they are more likely to prefer to be alone rather than gathering in crowded places. Lastly, we have people who hold their smartphones with both hands but still use only one thumb to scroll and type. They are more likely to be intuitive, smart, wise, reasonable, and prudent. They like to look at things practically, think deeply before they dive in anything they do. They are also very good judge of character because they are sensitive and mindful about details. However, they can be too judgmental when it comes to love. And next, Hyun is going to talk about how is the home screen pattern is related to the personalities.
Thanks, Car. So, based on Carson Tate's analysis, there are four types of productivity styles: prioritizer, planner, arranger, and visualizer. We'll examine each of them based on the characteristic and their phone home screens. First, a prioritizer is a logical, analytical, and fact based thinker. They prefer information that is brief, precise, and accurate. Their phone home screen typically consists exclusively of apps they use frequently. They might also have thousands of unread messages or emails because they read the important ones and ignore the rest. Next is planner. Planners value structure. Their home screen layout is probably neat, organized, and practical. This means that they prefer to rely on the trusted or tested ones in every areas of their lives than just following the latest trends. Third one is an arranger. They are an ideal team player. They encourage teamwork to maximize work output and make decisions intuitively. As an arranger, the wallpaper is usually colorful or the bright one, such as the picture with the family members or colleagues or best friends. The home screen typically consists of the music app or the photo app gallery or the communication apps. Lastly, it's a visualizer. They are innovative and creative, so their phone home screens are usually colorful. Also, they are likely to color code their apps. Lastly, the visualizers are very creative and innovative, so the home screen is very colorful. They are also likely to color code their apps. They can manage multiple tasks simultaneously while being efficient in task execution. Visualizers are open-minded and like to experience new things, so their wallpaper can be the picture of the beautiful scenery, a colorful work of art, or their favorite characters. And now, Angat is going to talk about the profiling personality through the download behavior.
Thank you, Do-hyun. Now, let's talk about profiling personality through download behavior. Over the last few years, there have been many studies which connect the app usage and the type of apps to the personality of the user. Most of them rely on the usage of Ocean model or the Big Five model. However, this topic is based on the study Choice of Smartphone Apps Helps Define Your Computing Style, conducted at Cornell University, which created new categorizations. With so many apps available, people can pick the ones most relevant to them, and the intimacy we share with our phones stamps our personality onto them. They know our tastes, our needs, and even our secrets. The study concluded that survey data could be used to create appetites to help define user profiles. Most people generally fall into one of six categories. The first one is appthusiasts, those who search out and download the latest apps. They are energetic, passionate, curious, and spontaneous. They are social creatures. Next, we've got appcentrics. They favor organization and management smartphone apps for streamlining their lives. They are known for their hardworking nature. They are energetic and productive. They have a lot of contacts, are tech savvy, and know how to make the technology serve them best. Moving on to live wires. Live wires are active, down to earth people who enjoy technical outdoor and athletic pursuits. Clever and investigative, they are sociable, have lots of friends, and often seek new experiences and adventure, relishing any challenge. Now let's talk about creators. These are creative and imaginative beings. They are natural storytellers. They rely on the creative capabilities of their mobile and often use social networking sites. They're up on the latest trends, and their creative spirit often drives them to bright colored phones, illustrating that they are fun and open minded. Next, we've got connectors. Personable, confident, and curious. They have a motivating personality. They have an uplifting aura and with the knack of making friends and acquaintances online or in the real world. They have a collection of apps that they use over and over again. However, they also carry apps on their phone that might be useful to others. Lastly, we have apprentices. They appear to be shy but are not so. They are inquisitive and clever, with a solid circle of friends and a select group of passionate pursuits. You can also see our group's classification based on this model. It is incredible to see how accurately our personalities match to the categories and our prospective professions in life. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Please let us know if you have any questions. We are happy to answer them.